All right, Sean, the Huskers lose on Black Friday 13-10. Man, this has been an emotional roller coaster, not just for the team, but for the fans. Another close loss that could have and perhaps should have been a win.
Yeah, you talk about just this game, and I feel like it's Nebraska football in a nutshell over the last several years. Just toying with your emotions, watching, the feeling of they're going to get over the hump, and then to see it kind of just fall down again. You wonder how much more can this fan base take of what they went through again here on Black Friday, because there's a lot out there. I mean, this fan base is resilient. They're the best in college football, but another really tough way to end the season. Now Nebraska will not be in a bowl game for the 7th year in a row, which is the longest streak in Power 5 football. It's just really unacceptable when you look at the investment and the attention level around this program, and it's a tough pill to swallow.
Iowa beating Nebraska 8 out of the last 9. Turnovers obviously the big story. Another 3 more turnovers for Nebraska.
Yeah, Iowa wins the turnover battle 3-1, and Cheva Purdy had the pick, he had the fumble, and then Ethan Nation muffed the punt. So all of them were kind of different moments. For the most part, Nebraska's defense and special teams on the field goal block bailed them out. With a Cheva Purdy pick, that changed the game. And they won the game on a run play. That's Iowa couldn't throw.
There was 15 seconds left, and they ran the ball.
And some tackles got broken, and then they were able to set up that field goal, and they brought in a new kicker. Yeah. I mean,
the ball barely crossed the goal, but you know what? It still counted.
There were 3 moments where you thought this game was just going to go to overtime. Kirk Ferentz could have run the clock out. He throws the pick. Nebraska could have run the clock out, or
they could have played for overtime.
But all 3, and finally it was Nebraska that faltered.
What about the bright spots? It's not all negative. I mean, Nebraska has some really good pieces moving forward.
Yeah, you look at this team. So many guys are going to return. Ty Robinson, Nash Hutmacher presumably will be back for this defense. Tommy Hill. I mean, there is a lot of bright spots. Big one, though, quarterback. What will the quarterback position look like for Nebraska in 2023? I don't know if it can look like what we saw this year. And does that mean they go back in the portal? And that's what we don't know. This offseason is going to bring a lot of intrigue. But Matt Rule's job is very tough now to kind of figure out what he wants this offense to be, what he wants this quarterback position to be in 2023.
What is Matt Rule's message to this team moving forward? He's a positive guy. He, promotes positivity. How does he get these guys buying into the offseason? He got them to buy in this season, and he got a 5-7 finish. Now how do you keep the guys on board?
They got to stay healthy. I mean, I think this offense, if they're healthy, they're a different team. But Nebraska, when they lost their running backs, when they suffered some other O-line injuries and other key spots, receiver, it just changed the complexion of what they could do on offense. And so can they actually put together an offense next year that's formidable, because they were as limited with receivers and running backs and even at quarterback as I've ever seen in my time around Nebraska football.
Well, the bowl-less streak continues. The drought continues. 7 straight seasons without a bowl game as Nebraska finishes the year at 5-7.